guys, it's Carlos here, Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about Ask the Trainer Show. So we're going to have someone behind the camera that unfortunately, for obvious reasons, cannot be shown. He's a bit of a celebrity, so he doesn't want to be seen on my channel, only for today, because normally he will be appearing on my channel. Anyway, he's going to basically be asking me some questions. So there's a couple of people behind the camera that I'm sure that, I don't know what questions they are, but hopefully I'll be able to answer them to the best of my ability. So over to you guys now.
So Carlos, what is your view on gentlemen? It's normally the gents who want to lift heavy but can't ego lifting. What would you say about that?
Okay, now obviously I think I kind of like touched on this several weeks ago about obviously how incorrect people lift weights. Now there's obviously different types and categories of people that come to the gym in terms of how they lift the weights. Okay, so you've got the beginners, for instance. Let's say they come in and they haven't got an idea what they're doing. And you know, it's very sort of important for us fitness professionals to be able to help these people, okay, because they haven't got a clue what they're doing. Now, then there's another category of people that know more or less what they're doing and they live correctly and they try to become their greatest versions. But then there's another category, if you like, the number three is guys that come to the gym and they lift to show people how strong they are. But 9 times out of 10, if you're strong, you don't need to show. People know, they can see by the physique, or they can actually see the weights you're lifting, and you're lifting the weights correctly, so they know you're strong. Now, a lot of guys, I'll give you an example, like on bench press, deadlift, squats, for instance, they don't perform the exercise correctly. So imagine on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being the starting point of the movement, and 10 being obviously the finishing point, they move between 4 and 6. Do you see what I mean? So they actually pull loads of bloody weight. They make a lot of noise, like an exhaust of a car, but they don't really go that far. And they get one thing they really want, obviously look like lunatics. 2, look silly as well. 3, make a lot of noise. And 4, make themselves look like fools. And 5, they'll get injured eventually. So there's no benefit to do that. Now, some of you guys may ask me, all right, okay, Carlos, so that means you never ego lifted? No, I haven't. I don't know why. I could have probably did when I was younger, but I never actually did do that. One thing I did do, I learned to work through full range of motion. I was very gifted to be able to learn that very quickly at my age, because I started training, actually weight training, when I was about 14, 15. My mum obviously didn't want me to do it, but I used to sneak into the gym before I went to school. So very new of me, but that's what I used to do with my friends. I was obsessed about building strong legs. That's what I was, because I was a footballer, as you guys probably heard me saying before. I used to play football professionally, so obviously I wanted to build big, strong quads in order to perform to the best of my ability on the pitch. So that's why I did that. But that's what it is, really. I think it's wrong, but I don't think we're ever going to stop that, because some guys got the ideas of thinking bigger the better. Obviously in the magazines people say, you know, if the more you lift, the quicker you grow. So the analogy of the understanding of lifting more weights, obviously they think, obviously if I lift more weights, I'm going to get bigger. But what you got to, there's one very important part of the equation is correctly. Now, if you lift a lot of weights correctly, have your weights to stimulate muscle fibers in order for you to stay anabolic, yes, that's fantastic. Yes, you're going to grow. Yes, you're going to get to the top of your ability. However, if you're not going to do that, then obviously you're not going to be able to obviously perform the lifting correctly, and obviously you're going to get injured. You're going to look like an idiot really doing it, and eventually you're not going to get any results. So that's, hopefully that answers the question. Okay, anything else? Excuse me.
After a workout, people say there's an anabolic window to get the protein in. Is that true, or is it be able to take it an hour after training, 2 hours? Doesn't matter when it's taken? Okay,
now, anabolic window. Now, after training, right, it's not an anabolic window. It's whether you performed enough stimulation to your body in order to stay anabolic. Now, imagine like someone that turns up to the gym is not anabolic, because they just turned up. You need to make sure your training provides anabolism, which basically is your body ability to produce growth hormone and stay anabolic in order to grow, which is obviously when the muscle fibers tear, so they stay anabolic. They need they've got a window in order for you to basically replenish it with glycogen, with the good amino acids, in order to rebuild the muscle tissue itself. Otherwise, turns into another powerful hormone, which is catabolism. So you're going to start burning muscle for energy, which is very dangerous. Yes, there is a window there between half an hour to an hour and a half. So you make sure you get that nutriment, which is your protein, your carbs, and your good fats, in order to build and replenish your muscle fibers, as well as your glycogen levels, especially for the guys that are trying to build muscle.
Following on from that, what supplements would you recommend to someone trying to build muscle? What would you advise them to buy, when to take it, when's the best time to take?
As you guys know, I'm not a great fan of protein shakes unless you take organic proteins. So I'd say proteins out the window. I definitely get my protein from obviously meat, fish. Definitely that's going to be the obviously or organic, obviously being, and also or vegan, obviously if you get from obviously vegetables and fruits. Spirulina, which is very much pound per pound, one of the most powerful protein sources on the planet. So check it out, spirulina, if you guys never heard of that, but I'm sure you have. So supplements, creatine, definitely. Obviously creatine increases ATP production, which is basically the molecular power that your body utilizes to contract muscle fibers. So that is definitely a yes. Glutamine, obviously glutamine aids in recovery, helps your digestion system, rescientizes muscle tissue, obviously helps you stop catabolizing your muscle for energy. So definitely that's one of them. Brain chain amino acids, I'll definitely recommend you guys to take that. They rebuild and restore and repair your muscle fibers, so it's definitely a yes. Multivitamin minerals in order to strengthen your immune system is definitely a yes. Vitamin C, obviously to support your immune system and make you obviously stronger, fitter, healthier, happier version of yourself. And vitamin B6 and B12, obviously in order to stabilize your fats and stabilize your immune system and your metabolism, in order to make you obviously a stronger version of yourself, but also make you burn fat. Those are the ones. Now there is a lot more other supplements I could take you through, but depends on a person. Obviously there's not one size fits all. Obviously, say if you like more sports based, say let's say if you're a footballer or semi-professional footballer or rugby player or whatever competitive sport you compete on, obviously you need to be taking a lot more competitive sort of supplements in diet. Now if you're just the kind of guy that comes to the gym just want to build a bit of muscle, then obviously it's a bit slightly different. So not one size fits all. It's obviously make sure you do your own work in order to become your greatest version. So with all that said, guys, I just got to say thank you very much for the guys behind the camera that obviously made this video possible and help you guys become your greatest version. Make sure you check my Instagram, which is Carlos Trainer 10. Also my website, which is ultimatefitnesstrainer.co.uk, and obviously I'll make sure obviously subscribe, share and like our videos on YouTube, which is Carlos Trainer. So with all that said, guys, as I always say to you guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, have a beautiful day. Take care.